But tonight we can say that we are more than just a Clinton County band. We are a statewide band tonight and an international band, as we have people coming down. Patrick has come down from Montreal. We have some people that used to live in the area that are visiting from the Rochester area and are joining us tonight. And we are even extending beyond the New York State and Canadian border. We have a couple of folks from Florida that are visiting, that are playing with us as well. So welcome to those guys. We're glad to have you. Tonight we're going to present a little bit of a different program for you. Our focus this summer is popular music of the 20th century. So we have a variety of pieces that is different repertoire for us. So it's fun for us learning some new music. We're going to visit the music of the early part of the 20th century and in the 1930s, and we're going to bop up to the 1960s and do some things that were music that were popular back in the 1960s and 70s. So that's our theme tonight, is pop music of the 20th century. We're going to start our journey through pop music with the music of Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. Herb Alpert was born in 1935 and did quite a lot of different things, and in the mid-60s he had a very distinctive sound where he used trumpets, and he had kind of a Spanish feel to it. So this is the music of Herb Alpert. Tijuana Brass in Concert, it's called. recognize all those tunes? Yeah, you recognize them? Good, good. That means we played them well enough so you can recognize them. Yeah, good. Our next number, we're moving back in time. We're moving back to about the year I never get it right, 38 or 39. And we're going to listen to the music of a composer named Harold Arlen. And Harold Arlen, you probably don't know his name, but I bet every one of you here can sing or whistle one of his songs. He was a very prolific songwriter. He wrote over 400 songs, and his most famous song has been voted the #1 song of the 20th century. This is From the Wizard of Oz, Over the Rainbow. Isn't that a great arrangement? That whoever did that, we'll look at that later. Whoever did that, they did a really nice job. Our next piece, we're going to go back even further in time, and we're going back into the teens and the 20s, and we're going to be playing music from what was known as that time as Tin Pan Alley. And Tin Pan Alley was actually a street in New York City, 28th, West 28th Street between Broadway and 6th. That's Tin Pan Alley. But more importantly, Tin Pan Alley became kind of synonymous with the music publishers from about 1890 to about 1950 or so. That's kind of where popular music was being published. And the difference between today and that particular time period is today it's all about the people that are performing the music. And we go out and we buy the CDs based upon the people that are performing it. But back in these early days, it was not about the people, it was about the song, and it was about the sale of sheet music. Because people would take the music home and they would perform them in their homes because there was no TV. There had to be something to do, and that's what people did. So it was all about sheet music sales. It wasn't until Elvis Presley, actually, that began to change. So this is the music of Tin Pan Alley, and it's an arrangement called, and it's play on words, Themes Like Old Times. That's about as far back as we go. But those are fun tunes to listen to and to play, especially. We're going to move forward in time to the late 1950s and mid 60s with the music of Henry Mancini. And Henry Mancini was born in 1924 and died sadly in 1994. And he was one of the most successful film composers of his time. And the secret to his success, and listen for it as you're hearing this arrangement, is his ability to write a catchy tune. This is Mancini magic. So what do you think? Those are pretty catchy tunes, huh? That Pink Panther thing, once you get that in your head, that's there for like the next week. So anyways, our next number is, we're moving forward in time just a little bit into the 70s, and we're going to play the music of Morris Stevens. And I'm sure that you will recognize this as the theme to Hawaii Five-O. the chorus are going to combine together for 3 selections. We have our first selection we're going to do combined is America the Beautiful, and then we're going to conclude with the performing of the national anthems. So while the chorus is getting ready, America the Beautiful was a poem written by Catherine Bates. She started writing it in 1893 after taking a vacation to Colorado. She went up to Pikes Peak, and that inspired her to write this poem. The poem is in its current strips, the way we know it now, not until about 1905, and it didn't have any music. So what people did was they just sang it to whatever they felt like singing it to. And the song that worked out the best actually is Auld Lang Syne. I don't know how that works, but it did. So anyways, in 1926, they decided they needed to come up with music, and so they had a contest. And the result of the contest was nothing was good enough. So they took a tune called Eterna, I think, by Samuel Ward. And we've just used that tune for her poem ever since. So this is our version of America the Beautiful.
I'd like to make a couple of comments. Linda, Penny, if you don't mind if I add a couple of things. I hope you don't. First off, my youngest son Michael's in the audience tonight, and Rouses Point means something to him. And he said to me one day, not too many years ago, Dad, thanks for letting me grow up in Rouses Point. And That meant something. That meant a lot. Another thing is, today as I was driving through town, I felt a certain kind of an excitement in the air that I haven't seen in a while. People were sprucing up the yards, flags were waving. There was something about Rouses Point that is coming alive more and more and more all the time. And I'm proud to be a member of our community. Thanks for being with us. God bless us. God bless America. And let freedom reign.